Hello students, how are you? Hope you all are fine. So, till now we have completed all the topics of chapter synthetic materials. And now today we are going to just recapitulate the important terms of chapter synthetic materials. See, first of all, fabric. Fabric means what? Cloth. And what is fiber? A very thin thread-like strand from which cloth is made. Then fibers are of two types, natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Natural that we obtain from vegetable and animals, whereas synthetic fibers, those are man-made. Example, nylon, rayon, polyester. And natural fibers, wool, silk, cotton, jute. After then, polymer, a very big molecule formed by the combination of large number of small molecules, and small molecules are known as what? Monomers. And the process by which we link small monomers to form what? A polymer is known as what? Polymerization. And after then we have discussed about some synthetic fibers. First, nylon. It is what? First complete synthetic fiber that is manufactured. Okay. And then we have discussed all these points of nylon, that it is known as nylon because it is first invented in New York and then sold in London. Then properties of nylon, like nylon is having high tensile strength, durable, absorbs less water, wrinkle free, not attacked by moths. Then uses, they are basically used to make dress materials, to make parachute, ropes, fishing nets, and to make toothbrush bristles, combs, and to make several machinery parts like pulleys and washers. After then, we have discussed about what? Rayon. That is what? Semi-synthetic, because it is first obtained from pure cotton and then processed chemically. And it is also known as what? Artificial silk, because it has properties similar to silk. And first property of rayon is that it does not trap any body heat. Second, the fabrics made of rayon are very soft, cool, comfortable, and highly absorbent. Absorbent means they absorbs sweat or water. And uses of rayon, they are also used to make dress materials, clothes, blankets, bed sheets, waterproof bandages. And last we have discussed about what? Polyester. And polyester is made from what? Petroleum products that contains what? Large number of esters. That means when a large number of esters combine, they form what? Polyester. Examples of polyester fibers are terylene, dacron, terene. And when this polyester, say terylene, is blended with cotton, it forms what? Terrycot. And when blended with wool, it makes what? Terry wool. And terrycot and terry wool are more comfortable as compared to terylene. Okay, that's why blended is done. And after then we have discussed about what? Properties of polyester. It is a strong fiber, very durable, wrinkle free, that means easy to maintain, light in weight. And uses, it is used to make shirts, trousers, saris, and also it is used to make sails of sailing boats. Why? Because polyester is very light in weight and very less affected by water. And also used to make jackets and sleeping bags. After then we have discussed about properties of synthetic fibers. First, moth resistance, that means not easily attacked by moths, you can say that insects. Strength, they are very strong. That means it is not easy to break synthetic fibers. Elasticity means they can be stretched like rubber band without any break. Water absorption, that means they absorb very less water. That's why they dried up easily. Wrinkle resistance, that means they do not crumple easily. That's why they are easy to maintain. Inflammability, that means they catches fire easily. And disadvantages, it is non-biodegradable. That means they are not decomposed by microorganisms. They do not absorb water. That means they are not comfortable to wear in summers. Burn easily, that means we cannot wear synthetic fibers near any source of fire. And also they causes what? Skin problems. And in last we have discussed in detail about plastics. That plastics are of two types, thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. Thermoplastics can be remolded again and again. That means we can change the shape of thermoplastics again and again. Whereas thermosetting plastics are those whose shape cannot be changed again and again. Properties of plastics is what? It is a poor conductor of electricity and heat. It is very light in weight, very durable. Corrosion resistance, that means it do not spoil easily. Chemical resistance, that means we can use the containers made of plastics to store what? Acid and bases. Uses, we have discussed about bakelite and melamine. These are the examples of what? Thermosetting plastics. Bakelite is used to make what? Plugs, sockets, switches. Melamine to make unbreakable kitchenware and uniforms of firemen. And after then we have discussed about PVC, Teflon, polyethylene, polystyrene. These all are the examples of what? Thermoplastics. That means their shape can be changed again and again. PVC is basically used to make pipes, shoe soles. Teflon is used to make a coat on the cars because it is a scratch proof container, and it is used to make that non-stick frying pans. And next we have done what? Polyethylene, that is used to make supermarket bags, plastic bottles. And polystyrene is used to make covers for CDs, cassettes, thermocol disposable utensils. After then we have discussed about what? Disadvantages of plastics, that they cause air pollution when we burn them. They are non-biodegradable. They cause soil pollution as they block the soil pores and percolation. That means water cannot seep inside the soil. And also if plastic is swallowed by the animals, they cause what? Choking and death of animals. Next we have discussed about some steps how to reduce the use of plastics, because we cannot ignore the positive side of plastics. So what we can do? We can use cloth bags instead of plastic bags. We can use separate bins to collect biodegradable waste and non-biodegradable waste. We should reuse plastic containers that come along with jams, pickles, to store salt and sugar. And we should not throw plastic bags here and there. We should put them in a dustbin. Okay. So this is all about your full chapter, and your homework is you have to write any 3 environmental problems caused by plastics. Second, you have to give 2 examples of each type of plastic, that is thermosetting plastic and thermoplastics. And you have to do all these questions in rough notebook. So have a nice day. Goodbye.